And by doing these things, I began to be more fluent. My personal experience on how I effectively reduce my stuttering and increase fluency. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Stuttering Leo. My name is Leo and I have a stutter. So this is a great topic. We as stutterers, we all want to know how to reduce and even cure our stuttering. I'm going to share with you my personal experience on how I effectively reduce my stuttering and increase fluency. And honestly, whatever I've done has really changed my life. And I'm actually excited to share this with you in the hopes that someone out there who's watching this video can put this stuff into practice and change their life too. Before we move on with the video, I want to give you a quick rundown of my life as a stutterer. I'm 31 years old, I work in a corporate environment, and I've been stuttering since I can remember, and that being between the age of 6 and 7. So I've been stuttering for quite a while now. So being 31 now and having a stutter from the age of 6 and 7, you can expect that I went through many stages in my life where stuttering has actually gotten in the way of things. I've gone through what we call primary school here, secondary school, which I guess is also known as high school, college, university, work, friendships, dating, you name it. And unfortunately, stuttering has affected every one of those periods of my life. So much so that it actually made life difficult. Now, I'm not saying I was suicidal. I'm not saying I gave up on life. I still went through life, but I went through life without really being myself. I couldn't express as Leo. I couldn't joke as Leo. I couldn't interact with people as Leo. I had to put on this barrier in front of myself because I felt as though I couldn't be the person I actually was because I was so afraid of my speech. I was so afraid of my stutter, that people would laugh, that I'd be in such an embarrassing situation that I would never be able to recover from. You name it, I went through difficult periods. And it wasn't only until recently, and by recently I mean maybe 2 or 3 years ago, where my life kind of changed. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm nowhere near cured. I mean, you saw earlier in the video that I stuttered on one of the words, and I still do. I still have days where I stutter badly, and I have fluent days. Saying that, considering how I was when I was younger compared to how I am now, my fluency has increased by a huge amount. Stuttering to me is like having a daily battle with myself. It made sure I stayed in place, and it made sure I didn't become who I effectively was, and which was this person who wanted to interact, make jokes, and meet different people and really progress in life. It defeated me every single day. And after doing this one thing, I changed how I viewed this enemy, which was my stuttering. And what did I do? I stopped giving a To better put it, I stopped caring. I'm sure you've heard that quite a lot before through other people, but let me explain. And I'm sure that the way I explain it will hopefully help you and your stuttering and to increase your fluency. So when I mean I stopped caring, I didn't mean that I became this super confident person. Nowhere near. I still am an introverted person. I still prefer my own space. I still communicate in a mellow way. I'm not loud. Some people can bump into the friend across the street on a public high road and yell across, "Hey, how's it going? Come over, let's talk." I'm nowhere near like that. I'm not a loud person. I keep to myself basically. But I stopped caring about certain things. Stuttering, my enemy, knocked me down so badly that I was living life just as a random person who just didn't want anything. I didn't want to go to university because I was so afraid of it. I avoided so many presentations. I didn't, go I didn't go out a lot. I didn't try to meet new friends. I didn't try to make jokes. I didn't put myself out there when it came to my career. All these things I avoided because I was just defeated. You know, this enemy defeated me. But I was knocked down so far beneath myself to a point where the only way was up. So at this point, I just stopped caring. I stopped caring because I felt as though I had nothing else to lose. So what did I do? I began fighting back. I began fighting back against this enemy that every single day I do something. I do something to kind of improve myself. I'd make a phone call, even though I was scared to do it. I'd try and talk to other people. I'd purposely stutter. I'd speak up in a meeting. And by doing these little things, I stopped caring. I stopped caring about what people might think of me. I stopped caring about my stutter, you know, stopping me from progressing in life. And every day became like a fight. It was me against my stutter. Some days my stuttering won. It would knock me down. It would say, you know what, you're not going to be fluent today. And fine, stuttering won. But unlike the past, I fought back. So if on a Monday I had a bad stuttering day, I'd know what I need to do to make sure that Tuesday was a fluent day. And that's exactly what I did. I made sure that I ate right, I exercised, I got good sleep, I hydrated myself, I stopped caring what people thought about me. And by doing these things, I began to be more fluent. I stopped caring about my stutter and I began to be more fluent. Again, don't get me wrong, I still have my bad days. I still struggle with the thought of having to give a speech or a presentation in public. But compared to how I was, I have enough power, enough strength within myself to take on these challenges and come up with a workaround or do whatever I need to overcome it, because I equipped myself with the weapons I needed to defeat my stutter. My stutter and myself are not friends. We're definitely not friends. But my stuttering does not have the upper hand on me anymore. I hope with whatever I said in this video, something has clicked within yourself, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned something. If you did, please remember to leave a like, comment below on what you think, and make sure to subscribe.